Whoops, I just saw that I was muted. What's going on, y'all? What's going on? So let's go back here. So we got the JPY BOJ press conference already went down. Nothing else really going to be popping off until 8:30, right in the beginning of the New York session. We got the Canada GDP, and we got the USD Core PCE price index. So we want to see how that's going to affect the markets. I want to see it continue to push price up, but we are due for a slight retracement. So we might see our first red candlestick because all week, we just see just green candlestick after green candlestick after green candlestick. This was Friday, this was Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. Now it's this Friday. So it could retrace a little. I mean, it is going to retrace a little bit. So I'm just going to let it retrace because I'm still going to be looking for the next buy setup. So I'm just going to let it do its thing for now and see won't be the best time to enter. So I want to see if the news is going to help push price back up or it's going to cause price to crash a little bit. So we're going to see what's going to happen going into New York session. But as of now, I'm just going to be chilling, letting these do their thing. But I am looking for buys for, I'm still going to continue to look for buys for all the indices. That's US30, NAS100, GBPJPY, USDX, SPX, etc., etc. We actually caught a few buys. We caught a buy on NAS. We also caught a buy on USDX yesterday. We've been catching buys on GBPJPY and US30 throughout the week. Was it not this fair? Let me see something. I might be on the wrong source. Let me see. There we go. Got the USDX buy here. Pretty good week, pretty good day yesterday as well. This is how we ended the day. We caught a total of 8,489 pips. So GBP CAD, all T's got hit, we caught 54 pips. Euro JPY, we caught 66 pips. Euro AUD, we caught 64 pips. Me and the members caught a sell for silver and then a buy for NAS. Caught 6,000 for NAS, 5 pips for silver. The EUSDX, we caught a quick scalp. We caught 2,300 pips. We caught over 1,500 pips in literally 15 minutes, which was insane. So it was a pretty good day yesterday. And I do see another potential setup for USDX now that we're looking at it. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this. As usual, I don't really enter anything until when the session starts. And the indices I will rarely enter during London. Doesn't mean I won't. I like to wait closer to New York. But if I see a possible move, then I will enter. And I do like how it's pushing up right now. So if we can push up a little bit more and stay above this lower price, then we could see a potential buy up to 35.90 to 3600, 3610-ish again. So we're going to see if price can break above this level and stay above it. If so, then we might look for a quick scalp there. Let's go ahead and look at NAS real quick. So it's rejecting this level, which is good. The daily zone right here. Let's get rid of this line because we don't need it no more. And so as you can see on the daily time frame, we can clearly see how we were in a downtrend. But ever since we hit this level, we've actually been pushing back up. We made new highs and we're making higher lows. So hit this level here. Then immediately start reversing, hit this strong level of resistance here, like you see here. Reject it back down, but staying on top of this daily level of price here. So I want to see price shoot back up today. Don't want to see it retrace anymore. So I want to see that candlestick turn green later on when volume picks back up. So we're going to see if it can do that. US30 has just been shooting up today, this week, as well as GBPJPY. So I want to see those continue to do their thing. But they are climbing up or hitting some imbalances. You can see the imbalance getting hit with US30. Hey, what's going on, Joseph? You can see GBPJPY. We can see US30 climbing up this imbalance, which is causing slight rejection. So I wouldn't be surprised if we see a slight red candle today. But I'm going to see what happens. See if that news is going to affect the markets to make it continue to push up. So my bias is still going to be buys, but we are reaching this level. So when we hit this level here at around 32,400, it could reverse back down or it could break back above. We're just going to have to wait and see what price does, how it reacts to this level when we get there. GBPJPY has been climbing up as well, as you can see when we zoom out. Ever since it hit this level, very similar to US30 and what NAS is starting to do. Reversed has been making new highs and higher lows since then. So we're going to see if you can continue to do so. SPX same thing. Was in a downtrend. They want to hit this level of price. They reversed and then started to make new highs. Now it's in a part. It's now as part of a. It's during the process of doing the lower high. So I want to see it come back up to this level and then possibly look for a buy setup there. But we see when it hit this lower price, it's rejecting slightly. But I want to see if it will come back up. So we're just going to let it do its thing for now and just watch the charts. Because like I've been telling my members, retracements are due to be happening soon. So it could be today it's going to happen. Yeah, we see it came up to this level, it's rejecting it. So we're just going to see if it can come back up. So I'm going to let these do their thing. It is Friday, so we're either going to see a bunch of opportunities today or not too many until New York session. So we're going to see what we can find. So we got about 14 minutes till when the session starts. So we're just looking at the charts right now. So I'm looking at Euro JPY, and we could see another potential buy setup here. Had a nice retracement yesterday. Traced all the way back here, and as you can see, when it hit this daily level of price right here, you can clearly see our price rejected off of it, and then the next day the candle was climbing up, hit the 50% of the imbalance and rejected down. So I want to see if it can stay above this level and continue to treat it as level support. And if it can do so, then we could go for a potential buy set up because we are on top of the strong level that used to be resistance. That we can see here and here is being treated as a support level. So, and then when we zoom out, we can clearly see that price has been pushing up for the past couple of weeks. So if everything's showing me buys, I'm going to be looking for buys until it starts to show me otherwise. Everything's showing me sells. And we're going to be looking for sales setups. So it is at a good spot. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this, see if it can stay on top of this level, and then see what the next candlestick does. Because it has built a nice wall right here when we zoom in. It's built a nice little wall of resistance at around, what is this price? Around like 146.05. So if it can break through this level, then we could potentially see a buy setup to about possibly 146.50 from where it's currently at. That's about 50 pips, 40 pips, which isn't bad. So that's what we'll be looking for. Possibly a quick scalp setup. I don't know about the long term. It depends if we can break back above this level. Then we could probably see something. But for the short term, I can see it possibly going up to 146.45, 146.50. If not, as high as 146.70. So we're going to see what the next candlestick looks like. Got a new 5 in about to pop up in 2 minutes. And then we got London session about to start in about, another 15-minute candlestick. Euro New Zealand, I might be looking for a possible buy setup here. I want to see if we can break above this level and stay above it. If it can do so, we can possibly see buys up to 71.30. If not, as high as 71.10, 71.15, the extreme 72.40. So it's pushing up right now, which is good. So I want to see what the next candlestick looks like, and then we'll go from there. Because we do have a slight wall right here. But after that, if volume continues to push up, we can break through that level. When we look at the daily time frame, we're on top of a very strong support level, base B resistance level, and we see that price came down beforehand. When we zoom out even further, we can see prices made a nice little staircase up. But then when it hit this level, we look to the left, we can see this huge range of traffic that is struggling to break through. So that's what's caused price to reverse back down to here. But we can even see right here in real time on this daily candlestick how price has rejected this blue line, which is my daily zone, and it's pushing up as we speak. So we can definitely go for a quick scalp setup here to at least this level of price, and then if we can break through that level of price, we can come to up to here. Now, if it's going to continue to do so in New York session, that's a different story, but I can see it coming to here, and it looks like it's trying to do so right now. So the new 5-minute just came up. So yes, retesting is trying to stack on top of this lower price, so it is looking good. We got 10 minutes before London session starts. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this. I want to wait till London session, but it looks good. I might enter now, but I'm probably going to wait till London session. So I'm going to look for your New Zealand buys. Yeah, it's already pushing up. So it's about to hit this wall. So I'm going to see the next candlestick retrace back down. And then we enter on that one. It looks like it's trying to break that level as we speak. So, and the Euro JPY just broke through that level I was talking about, which is a good sign. So we can catch about 20 plus pips. I'm gonna wait for the next candlestick. See what's going on there, but that is a good sign right there. So I'm looking at Euro JPY and Euro New Zealand. Euro AUD is looking like a potential another buy setup too. We caught a buy yesterday, me and the members. I mean, I called the trade live, so if anyone was watching the trade, the live stream yesterday, y'all caught that move as well. I'm looking at another potential buy setup here. I could do the same stop loss. Put it about right there. I'm gonna go for the same setup. Do like how it's looking. So let's go back to Euro JPY and Euro New Zealand. Okay. So I'm gonna get the TVs and SLs for this stuff ready, but I do like how these are looking. Let's go back to the indices real quick to see what's going on. So they're still retracing down. Yeah, so I'm just gonna let these do their thing. Let's see something. Yeah, so I like how these are looking. Yeah, so the Euro's pushing up right now. Let me see what GJ's up to. GJ slightly pushing too. Just going through the other pairs I like to look at right now. Yeah, so USD is dropping right now. Whoops. I just messed my thing up. Why my thing always start bugging? Give me 1 second, y'all. There we go. I see AGJPY pushing up as well. So I like how these are looking. So I'm waiting for the next candlestick, but I do like how those pairs are looking. So depending on the next candlestick, it looks like I might enter maybe New Zealand. Just did a nice retest, and now it's trying to drop. I see about 10 pips we can catch. Because it came hit this level earlier than rejected, came back, dropped. Now it's doing another retest and dropping. So I wonder if it'll be able to break this level today. Because there's a lot of traffic right here, which is what it's struggling to break. So I wonder if it'll be able to do that. Created a nice imbalance. And it looks like it wants to drop. It's a little too far from me. I can see it continue to push down, but we'll go back to that. Well, the USD pairs are dropping right now. All right, cool. So we have 4 more minutes till London starts. These are looking nice. So I see potential Euro JPY buys. Potential Euro New Zealand. And I like how Euro AED is looking. 3A is a little too far for me. So I'm going to leave that alone. Gold's already dropping, a little too late for me. So that's the only thing I'm probably going to enter for London. Everything else, we'll be seeing what happens after that news comes out and then go from there. So that's the only pair we'll be looking at. I can already see right now. Unless these next candlesticks in this next hour show me something different. These are the only things I'm really looking at. So now for Euro JPY, let's see where we're going to put our stop loss. Enter right here. Again, I'm just trying to go for a quick scalp. Sorry, little, because it hasn't retested the daily zone. So I'm trying to go in and out. I'm not trying to go for nothing too crazy. So I'm just do a quick scalp like this. Price is already trying to push. Yeah, you're ready. D's pushing too. The museum is pushing as well. So your JPY is already pushing to where I wanted to see it go. Yeah, so did a retest and then he started pushing. So I see this potential catching 20 to 30 plus pips on this scalp. Stop loss for this, I'm looking at about 145. We can say 145 or 65. Down a little bit. 145.65. I'm still waiting until 15. I'm still waiting for 3 o'clock though. Still gonna wait to see what the next candlestick goes. Two. 640. Break past 156.40, then you see if it hits 655. All right, it's 3 o'clock. Let's see what this candlestick does. So it looks like you're testing this level. So let's see if it can stay above this level. And if so, then we're going to go for a quick scalp. It looks like it's already trying to respect this level. Yeah, so that I like how that looks. I like how I just did that. So where is that currently? 65. Yes, I'm in this. Let me go for the quick scalp. So I just put the TPs. This is the members only one. But like I said, I want to see it come up to here. It's already pushing. So I entered. I am slightly blue. So I'm gonna let that do its thing. It's already pushing. So if y'all entered with me, make sure hit that like button because it's already pushing. I want to see if we can come to here though, because we got this wall right here. So we gotta see if we can break this level, which is you see it failed to do so the past 2 5-minute candlesticks. Oh, we just did it right there. So we already hit the first TP. So now I want to see if we can break that level. But let me get these TPs to New Zealand because I'm about to jump in. I'm jumping in these as well. Give me 1 second. Yeah, so these things are pushing right now. Yeah, both of these are pushing. So like I said, SL for this, I got 60, 69. Let me say 69.80 for your New Zealand. The SL for your AD, I got I got 54. Let me say 54.25. We'll say 54.20. But these are already pushing, so they retrace. Then I might put them in the telegrams, but they're already pushing a little too far. We've already hit some of the TPs I would have wanted them to hit. So it still hasn't broken this level. You see, as soon as it hit that wall, you literally see when it hit that line, it's rejecting it. So we're going to see if we can break through that line. These things are pumping. Literally just said I was looking to enter these. I just entered them. But as you see, that candle, it's really pumping. We do got these walls right here that we're going to see if it can break through. But if y'all enter any of these, y'all should be blue right now. So while we're looking at those, let's see what the other pairs are up to. I'm rejected down. So yeah, it's just the euro pumping right now. So we're almost at TP2. I wonder if TP2 got hit actually. Yeah, so we're making some money, y'all. So this one's got the slight wall right here. We're going to see if we can break through. Let's see, come to this level at 55.20. See if we can hit 55.20. But it's got this wall right here. First, it's going to have to break at 55.10, which you can see it's struggling to do so right now. But all three of these are shooting up as we speak. So we're just going to let these run and do its thing. GBPJPY is pushing real nice. Yes, like I said, I was looking for a quick scalp, but so far it's doing its thing. We just got to wait to see what the next 5-minute candlestick is going to look like. See if that's going to retrace, so it's going to continue to pump. This one's going crazy though. Your GBPJPY is doing the best so far. I'm up 10 pips on Euro JPY. I'm up about 10 pips on Euro AUD. And then I'm up like 8 pips on Euro New Zealand. New 5-minute just popped up. Still trying to push. We just hit another TP for Euro JPY. Yeah, so these things are doing their thing. Make sure hit that like button, y'all. Make sure hit the like button. And like I always say in the free Telegram, make sure you click that first link in the description. Also hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 200 subs. But not every trade is guaranteed to go all the way to the final TP or in our favor. And when a TP is hit, it'll either reject or break through. So keep an eye on your charts. That's why I'm marking off these levels. These are key levels to pay attention to. When price hits these levels, you're going to reject or break through it. Just like how you saw price was rejecting this level, then you see it tapped the retest, then it broke through. Not every time it's going to do that. Sometimes it's going to do something like this, hit that level, then reject harshly. So you want to make sure to secure your profits and pay attention to your charts. But Euro JPY is flying right now, so we're making some nice bread on that. Euro New Zealand's pumping too, struggling slightly, but Euro AUD's pumping as well. So I might actually put this one on the Telegram. It's not too far. They just won't be as deep in profit as we are. But, you know, that's just the perks of being in the live streams. We get to jump in these as soon as I enter them. You don't have to wait for me to try to calculate all this stuff. Yeah, so your JPY is going crazy. We're almost at all the TPs right now, which is great. Yeah, so I think I might just call it Euro AUD. I think that's the only one I'll call out. The entry 498. Yes, I'm gonna put this one on the free Telegram and see if we can continue to do this thing. So I put the TPs for Euro AD in the free Telegram. Euro New Zealand. I might type this out as well. So we got 2 minutes till the next 5-minute candlestick comes out, but price is almost at the final TP. After this level, we can be very sure that price will most likely reject. It could come up to here if it continues to pump, but right here at this level, do not be surprised or shocked if price rejects. We see price rejected here. We see price treating this level of support here. And then we also see this mess over there. Then we also see how price reacted here. So I will not be surprised if price hits a wall right there or struggles to try to break that level. But as of now, price is still pumping, looking good, doing its thing. So is Euro New Zealand. So make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. All y'all watching, make sure to hit that like button. In 3 trades right now, they're all blue, they're all pumping. We have 30 plus pips if we combine all the pairs. So good there, good there. And the same thing with this level. When it hits this level, do not be surprised or shocked. Well, we can say this level. Do not be surprised or shocked if Euro New Zealand decides to hit the brakes or reverse a little bit, because we can see here, this is the support level. We broke under. Then we see price treated resistance, drop down for the retest. Now price is going to try to attempt to hit that level. But we're nice and blue on all these trades right here. Not even 10 minutes into London session, and already 3 for 3, y'all. Already 3 for 3. So while that's doing this thing, let's just see what the indices are up to. NDC still slightly dropping and retracing. It's actually rejecting that level good. So NAS is doing this thing. It's looking good. USDX is pushing up too. SPX is trying to push up as well. So we're going to keep an eye on those. But of course, we're not entering those right now. Oh man, your GBPJPY is just skyrocketing right now. Make sure you have your SL on profit. Make sure you have your SL on profit, y'all. These things pumping. Blue on all trades. So it hit this level. So anything else is bonus points. You literally just saw it try to push past that level, then it rejected. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. You literally just saw it in real time. Let me zoom in for it. So it's still going to keep trying. But you see it's struggling. But it's pumping. It's pumping. So we might actually hit here. We might actually hit 146.70, 146.65. But you see price is struggling to break this level. You're in New Zealand pumping. Yeah, these trades are going crazy right now. These trades going crazy right now. Buying on all of these. Buying on this. Buying on that. Buying on this. Going crazy right now. New Zealand's about to hit this wall right here. This wall at 71. I'm going to say 71.15. Making some quick bread. About 3 pips away from the TP1 on Euro AUD. And you see it hit this low and it's rejecting. Got 3 minutes till the next 15, so I'm going to see if it continues to push up, but if it starts to reject, depending on how it looks, I might just secure my profits. And then possibly go for a re-entry. But as we see, it literally hit all the TPs and it's rejecting down. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. Not a coincidence. So it came back to this low, so we're going to see if we can continue to push back up. New Zealand, your AD struggling to break levels as well. So let's see what the next candlestick looks like. Not a coincidence, y'all. The other Euro pairs are hitting walls and struggling as well. But literally, saw me mark that off. They did just that. So I want to see what the next candlestick looks like for your AUD and your New Zealand. Speaking of which, it just came out. So I want to see what those do. But y'all watching the stream, y'all should have secured your profits on Euro JPY. This was the original game plan to begin with. So Euro New Zealand, Euro AUD are about to go for round 2. Try to break that level. Euro JPY looks like it's about to drop down some more. So hope y'all secured your profits because y'all could have got whipped out and possibly look for re-entry later on in the session, either London or New York session. But if you're still holding, you basically lost all your profits. So I hope y'all either got whipped out or closed when it hit this level. Your AUD is trying but struggling. Your New Zealand still pushing. It's come back on this level, so I'm going to see if it can continue to push back up. So let's see if we can continue to do that. And then for New Zealand, still struggling to break this level. Want to see it touch 71.20 or 71.15. Did it hit 71.15? I think it already hit 71.15. So I want to see if it can break that, but it did hit one of the key levels that we have marked off here. So whether it can break that level or not, we're going to have to wait and see. But regardless of the fact, even to right here, that's still a decent amount. We're literally just 15 minutes into London session. So we're going to see if we can break that level though. Going for the long term. Your AUD's retracing some. Your JPY went right back to our entry. Hit that level and it came right back to our entry. Not a coincidence. USD pairs are still shooting down. I'm gonna leave them alone still. So let's see what other pairs got going on. But I'm pretty sure that's the only thing. Is GBP New Zealand's pushing up too. It just broke past that level. I wanted to see a breakthrough, which is interesting. Do I want to enter that as well is the question. New Zealand's probably shooting up because the other pair are shooting up. Euro New Zealand's pumping. We could potentially go into GBP New Zealand as well because that thing's shooting up. But it's kind of a little too late for me to want to enter. Let me see out of curiosity. Yeah, I'm gonna leave it alone. I can't see it coming up to here though. I can't see it coming up to 98.35 to 98.40 for the scalpers out there. So that is about 30 pips. That's not bad. Do see it going to there at least. But you know, I'm personally not going to enter that. But if anyone wants to jump in on that, I can't see it coming to there. But I personally just don't want to enter it. Yeah, I just don't like to enter every single opportunity. A few here and there is enough for me. So Euro New Zealand still pushing up. Your AUD is going for round 2. Euro JPY still at our original entry. So again, I hope y'all secured your profits because the lady went to the key target price. Anything other than that, anything more than that, I should say, it's just extra pips. But again, for the most part, moves don't really go into the full move until New York session comes around. So definitely do keep that in mind. But your AUD still attempting, and then your New Zealand's still pushing. So I hit this level, which is good. So y'all should be still nice and blue in Euro New Zealand. New Zealand's doing nice. Currently up about 10 pips. So what we want to see is if the price can break above this level of price at what's it, 71 to 15. and break past 71.20, and then treat that as level support. And if it can do so, then we can see it come to 71.50 to 71.65, and then depending on how it reacts to those levels of price, you can potentially see it break past 71.80, and then possibly hit 7200. But of course, that won't be now. That'll be close later on in the session, close to the New York session as well. But I can't potentially see that happening in the long term. Your AD stuck underneath this wall right here, but it's trying to break it. Let me show you the wall I'm talking about. It's underneath this wall right here. When we go over here, we can see price hit it both times, rejected, and close underneath it. So that's the wall of price your AD is currently stuck under. So volume can continue to push it forward and push it up. We can't see those levels get hit. Let's see here. Then your GBPJPY is probably about to attempt to push back up again. Wouldn't be surprised if it did that. So if anyone's still holding, don't freak out. Like I always tell my members, if you don't get weight down in profit, which I still suggest to do, but shit happens. You get greedy sometimes. You make mistakes. As long as you learn from them, that's what matters. But whenever you just close a trade, hold to SO or TP gets hit. But things are looking good. Not a bad start to the morning, Friday morning. Did some quick scalps, which is good because I wasn't sure I was going to be able to find any possible opportunities this morning until probably New York session. So it's pretty good that we were able to catch 30 plus pips in less than 20 minutes, which isn't bad at all. Just scanning through the other pairs to see if anything else really piques my interest. I don't really see much, so I'm just going to be paying attention to the indices and the red folder news that's coming out at New York session to see how that's going to affect the markets. But that's pretty much it. Like I don't really see too much going on right now. So we got 830 Canada, 830 USD. We got a GDP for Canada, then we got the core PCE price index for USD. I want to see that continue to push the uptrend going on. So I want to see price trace right now. Then when the news comes out, it pump up. That's what will happen in the perfect world. So we'll find out at 8:30 if we live in a perfect world or not. Here in New Zealand, still struggling to hit that price, but it did hit one of our first price levels. So again, make sure to secure your profits because when a TP gets hit, what did I say? What happens when a TP gets hit? You'll either reject or break through. So I didn't post this in the Telegram because it already happened, but it did hit TP1, and you can see it struggling to break that wall. You see your AUD hit a couple TPs, 3 pips away from TP2, then rejected that wall, and it came back down. So we're going to let your AUD do its thing. We're going to keep an eye on Euro New Zealand and see if it can break that level. And then we're going to go from there. But yeah, that's pretty much all I see. So I'm just going to keep an eye on this chart right here. We'll keep an eye on Euro New Zealand. We're just going to switch back and forth between these two pairs. Let those do its thing. Yeah, but a great start to the morning. Can't complain. I'm going to see if we can catch some plays in the New York session. If I can't see no long-term plays, then I'll probably go look for some scalps. Preferably buy scalps. Don't really want to catch any sales down. Even though I can see, I saw this whole move coming. Like when it hit this low, I saw it. I can see it coming down to here, but I just personally like to trade with the trend at all times if possible. So I'm just going to let those do its thing. Yeah, you're already struggling. So I'm going to see if it's going to be able to break those levels going into New York session a couple more hours in. And we're just going to let those trades do its thing. Make sure to hit that like button, y'all. Make sure to subscribe. I got some more trade breakdown videos on the way, as well as some more trading tip videos. I just got to edit those and post them. Let me see here. I might keep an eye on GP New Zealand too, but that's literally about it. That's the only thing I see right now. So we're just gonna let these pairs marinate and do their thing. So we got 1 minute to the next 5-minute candlestick. So I want to see what that candlestick looks like. Look, the 5-minute candlestick just popped up. So let's pull. Let's go to the 5-minute. So you see it literally hit this level of price, struggling to break it. So that's currently what's going on. So we want to see if we can break these levels. I'm still trying, but it's still early into London. Like I said, it's just 25 minutes into London. Volume's not high in the markets as of yet, and it hit this wall, and you see here in bigger time frames, the walls more clearly, which is why price is struggling to break them. But that doesn't mean it's impossible. We had a strong level of resistance here, strong level of support. So I want to see if we can break that level, come to at least right here. But we can see it's struggling as we speak to do so. So we're just gonna let price do its thing and see if it can do it. This was a nice setup, and then like last set, look, it's pushing back up. That's what I'm saying. You can get wicked out and then just wait for signs of price point to come back up, and then you can go for a re-entry. Like I wouldn't be surprised if it does the same thing again, comes back up to here, and possibly break it this time. Wouldn't be surprised. Euro pair is pumping again for round 2. Euro JPY is going for round 2. This is also why I told y'all if y'all did secure your profits, do not freak out. Because look, we went right back to our entry and now it's pumping back up. So now you can be back in profit again. Or not in drawdown anymore. So never give up on a trade. Trades are still valid until that sell gets hit. It's just still wise to, secure your profits from the first run. So you're not enduring that emotional roller coaster. Yeah, so these pairs are pumping. URD going back up too. Try to reattempt. Yeah, so this stuff's looking nice. You got 3 minutes to the next 15-minute candlestick. The euros are pumping again. Yep, so it's pushing up nicely. Let's see what JPY is up to. JPY is struggling to break that wall. Euro AD is still struggling, but Euro New Zealand's looking nice. Out of curiosity, let's see what GBP New Zealand's up to. GBP New Zealand's looking good. So yeah, again, I do see it coming up to here. So we could have entered that, but it is all good. I'm not tripping that much. Got 1 minute. I just want to see what this next 15 is going to look like. Here it comes. Starting off green. Starting off right at this wall right here. So I want to see if we can break this level. Yeah, so still struggling. I want to see if we can break it. Your AD is trying to push and break that level as well. We pull that up. So it's still trying to break that level as well. Let's see what GBPJPY is doing. GBPJPY breaking right back above. See, exactly what I said. You never give up on a trade because you see price literally pumping again back up. So we're just gonna let these charts marinate and do their thing. If you're happy with your props in Euro New Zealand, you can close. You don't have to wait. Then Euro JPY. Make sure to secure your profits this time. I should be blue again. Do not let this second chance pass your way. That's about it. I'm still holding Euro AD. I'm gonna let that do its thing. And Euro JPY, I already secured my profits on that. It's pumping back up though, as you can see. So it might actually break this level here. I wouldn't be surprised if it does so. Let's see what the other JPY pair goes to. AD JPY. I was looking at a silver sell. I think I missed the opportunity though. Let me see. Yeah, I think I might go round 2 on this. Gold is dumping. Might go round 2 on this. We're going to see. Yeah, we're just going to let this do its thing. So I might look at gold and silver again for potential sell. That's about it. Everything else, just me looking at the charts of US in not getting tongue tied, not London session, New York session after that news comes out. Then we go from there. Make sure to subscribe, y'all. Make sure to hit that like button. And yo, we're gonna just let these charts do its thing from now. But a great start to Friday morning. Great end to the week so far. Let's see what New York session brings us.